much for joining me. We'll find out a little bit more about yourself. First of all, what's the best game you've ever played in?
The games that come to mind are the occasions I played at Wembley. Having said that, the result didn't go our way, so but I just think the experience of playing at Wembley Stadium, I think last time we played there was over 80,000 there, so brilliant experience.
You were there with
Awesome.
Martin Foyle as well.
With Martin Foyle before, with York, where there was about maybe 40,000 there. I enjoyed that game actually, but we lost. And then again, obviously Warsaw, we didn't do particularly well against Bristol City last year, but and lost. But they were a strong side, and it was a good experience.
So apart from the results, Wembley's been good.
Apart from the results, Wembley's been good to me. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. What's your favourite team apart from the Vale, obviously?
I grew up supporting Everton.
Okay.
I have a little soft spot for Sheffield Wednesday as well because that's where I'm from. But I was brought up as an Everton supporter.
So why Everton?
My granddad was from that way, and he was a big Evertonian, and it just went from there.
Okay. Now this is probably the most difficult question I'll ask you. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
I'm not sure that I can think of one specific moment. I mean, I find recently I keep walking around with my flying on, which is great. But I need to sort that out. But I'm trying to think of one specific embarrassing. I think I'm quite considered, so I probably don't really put myself in those positions.
So as long as your flies are up, you're okay,
generally? Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah,
excellent. Okay. Favourite film you've ever seen?
When I was younger, I used to like The Three Amigos. That used to be my film when I was younger. I think I've watched it recently and it's not that good. So I think recently Gladiator, Gladiator film, and then the Bourne films. I tend to see them. Basically, the ones that are free on ITV2 that keep coming on and on and on are the films that I tend to watch.
So you're not a film buff, particularly?
Not really, no.
Okay. Favourite other sport?
I always think tennis. I used to play tennis when I was younger, and I used to think, or I remember myself being quite handy. I do have a few trophies. And I remember having quite a nice forehand. But if I pick up a racket now, I can serve, and my backhand goes back into play, but my forehand's terrible, so I don't know where it's gone.
Has this skill been any use with table tennis? Because I think the lads do play that here, don't
they? They do, but I can't get on the table. I don't bother.
Fair enough. Who's your most intelligent teammate?
I've been asked this one before, and I think I said AJ, and I'm going to have to take that back. I think, I mean, I know there's a couple doing degrees. I know they're doing the sports journalism degree at Stafford. I know Adam Yates, I think he's done that. I know Chris Birchall's doing it. Just name Chris Birchall as the most intelligent is a bit of a stretch. So I'm actually going to have to go for Adam Yates.
I think we better move swiftly on from that one. What will you do after football then?
Well, I definitely need to do something. I think I'll go to law. I've a background in law from university, and so I think I will fulfil a role as a solicitor, and probably down in London as well. I think that's where I'm kind of looking to move at the end of my career. So I think hopefully, if you've watched Suits before, a solicitor like that.
Excellent, right. Tell us something about yourself that people won't know.
The things that come to mind, I played for England at futsal before.
Did you?
Yeah, so there you go. Played for England against Cyprus, and we lost. I think we lost 5-4, and that was in Albania. It was like a 3-team tournament in Albania. And I didn't play the first one, but I played the second one, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. But for whatever reason, that was my one and only appearance. So a little bit disappointing, but really good.
So for people who don't know, futsal's all about skills, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, it's like 5-a-side. Mm-hmm. It's like football in tight areas, and I quite like that. And, you know, little 1-2s, things like that, little skills. I guess I probably used to, you know, drag the ball back a few more times when I was younger, but and I actually think it helped in terms of 11-a-side. I think there's a lot of value in it, especially for young players, and the skills that it teaches you. And you know, you see all the South Americans, Ronaldinho, the videos on YouTube, they've all been brought up with it. So surprised we don't do it more.
Okay.